Terra Luna Classic is going to burn through an insane amount of supply. We know that. And there's already indications from some of these exchanges how much volume is really going through. We're going to talk in this video a little bit about the burns and, importantly, the exchanges that are listing these first to the 1.2% burn tax and why I think the rest are going to follow pretty soon afterwards. So if that's something you like and you are invested in Terra Luna Classic, do me a favor, hit the like button. You guys killed it on the last video. Let's send this over 1,000 likes again. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing to the channel where we talk about Terra Luna Classic cryptocurrency and we live stream on the show DeFi Daily at 9 p.m. GMT, 4 p.m. Eastern every single night. So come and join us. So let's get into Terra Luna Classic video for today. Now, looking at the stats at the point of recording this video, we have seen a bit of a pullback across really Terra Luna Classic and Terra 2. We've seen the market cap at 2.5 billion. Interestingly, we still ranked at number 29. That tells you the rest of the market has moved down. Now, we saw BTC dominance, and why is that important? Because we've seen a price movement in Bitcoin, 39.2. We were as low as 38.6 last week. But that does indicate that people are moving back into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And our trading volume for 24 hours is 1.025 billion. So nothing to be sniffing at. Now, we know we get a day closer to the 1.2% burn tax, and we are seeing more and more exchanges come and list and come and implement the 1.2, albeit some are obviously doing it on everything on their exchange, spot trading, margin trading. Some are only doing it in and out of the exchange. So when we take a look at some of these, now we know MEXC has been a big supporter of the 1.2% burn tax and ultimately has been a big supporter of Luna Classic. We can see there are $981 million exchange over the last 24 hours, so pretty insane volume going through MEXC. Now, what I wanted to bring you on here, though, is these are listed by volume. So you can see Bitcoin here, the number one at $373 million worth of volume. But as we scroll down, we can see with MEXC that we get to about about kind of halfway down, and we can see Terra Luna Classic here trading at $6.13 million, which is actually a pretty insane number. And we have seen that kind of continuing on the up in terms of volume coming over it. When we go to get.io now, this one is even more interesting. So slightly less volume, but you can see here Terra Luna Classic, the fourth most traded coin on get.io, so $77.6 million over there. So a lot of people talk about we need Binance. A lot of people say that Binance is, you know, going to be the crux of all this. We can see right now that Terra Luna Classic has got some insane volume going through some of these exchanges, and that's why it's really important when we are, you know, looking at these exchanges and equally looking where we might be buying our Luna Classic or trading it, then we want to be supporting those that ultimately support the entire ecosystem. So pretty interesting. Again, we are seeing some volume just come out of Luna Classic, but I do think this is just the sentiment of the market, and I do think we are going to see this. Now, if we think about MEXC and get.io, if we start to get the 1.2% burn tax fully implemented, we are going to start to see some significant burns. Now, we know get.io hasn't fully agreed to implement on everything, but we know MEXC has, and we know MEXC is in there. And again, that's $6.1 million on everything going through, and that's been burnt at 1.2% burn tax, is going to start to give us some significant volume. Again, we can check out the full volume going through from MEXC just by coming over here. Now, at the minute, again, it's a manual burn they're having to do daily, but we can see about 30 million coins, went through yesterday, which is a slight reduction from where we have been. We've been about a 5x in terms of volume for people that have been trading through MEXC. So really important. There is a link down in the description if you want to go and check that out over on MEXC. What else are we seeing? Well, we're also seeing, like anything, you get scams entering the Luna Classic ecosystem. And this is, for me, when you start to really see how legitimate and how much potential and financial wealth could be with Terra Luna Classic. So we have seen this one here, 4675. Now, 4675 is ultimately a scam proposal, and really important that we're not voting. You can see a 98.7% of people have voted no with veto. So really important that when you are coming over here, and this is the exciting bit of Terra Luna Classic where we have opinions and we can put proposals ahead, it does unfortunately open the gate to people maybe not being as genuine as we would like to hope. So always be mindful when you're coming over here, always read again and make sure that we are voting on the correct proposal. Now, I know the Terra Rebels are trying to whitelist everything, so whitelisting brings it onto here, so you don't have to click show all, and this was obviously the parameter change in the 1.2% burn tax. So it's really important that you are coming over here, you are reading everything that you should be, and you are voting correctly with your tokens. Now, the good thing is people that create scams that then don't get pushed through, they lose their tokens, or they lose their Lunar Classic that they've had to do to actually put that vote in. So really important that we do that. But look, what does this, what was kind of the purpose of this video? We can see some pretty strong movements coming through. We are only now 8 days away from the implementation of 1.2% burn tax, and whether Binance comes on board or not, for me, it doesn't really matter. We've got more and more exchanges, and I think this week we're going to see some significant exchanges come on board with the Lunar Classic. We know the volume's there. We know the price is taking a bit of a flat ride right now, but that's a good thing. It's consolidating, ready to push to that 5s and 6s. So it's all go this week for Lunar Classic. But drop in the comments down below where you think we're going to be by the end of the week for Lunar Classic. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.